Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, I'm machining a really hardwood material that I found in a skip. It would have been a lot better to have left it in a skip, but I eventually do get it into the sort of shape I want it. Then I'll do a little bit more work on some SNNC steam engine parts. I'll start machining a little brass valve. Last week I mentioned the subject of swearing in my videos. I've had a lot of comments really. I've decided if I do swear in the workshop and it's warranted, I'll leave it in, but I'm not going to swear just for the sake of swearing. That's not the sort of person that I am. So be warned, it's possible there could be a little bit of bad language in the video tonight. Nothing worse than you see on television, in fact a lot milder than you see on television. I've been looking for some time now for a new project, ideally a steam engine. I missed a really good one 3 weeks ago that would have made a fantastic series of videos. That being said, I found one today. It's a old Stuart Turner 5A. It's complete, but it does want to rebuild. So I'm going to do a series on rebuilding that. The series will be on the Patreon channel first, but it'll come down onto here in 2 or 3 weeks' time. If anybody knows of the whereabouts of an old steam engine lying in a barn or somebody's garage, have a word. I do like to try and preserve old things. Be nice to have something else to do. Anyway, I've got a machining job to do, a turning job on a fairly big diameter piece of bar, so I'm going to put the opposite jaws into the chuck, external jaws. And what I have noticed is, a while ago I had a real condensation problem. There's a little bit of light surface rust on the chuck. I did spray it with WD-40 and it stopped getting any worse. But I'm going to take this opportunity now to clean it up. So we've got some WD-40 type spray and a piece of Scotch Brite, and this should take it off, no problem at all, just to get it back to being nice and shiny, new looking, because it is a fairly new chuck. It hasn't done a great lot of work and it was very expensive, so I want to try and look after it as best possible. Now it's come off quite nicely there. It didn't take a great lot of work to clean it up. And I'll do the chuck jaws exactly the same. I'm pleased the wife doesn't really watch my videos. I should see what happens to all my kitchen roll. Just going to use the airline and blow out the scroll, get any bits of chips out there. Now these jaws haven't been affected by a rust because they haven't been in the chuck, or at least the work of the chuck on the, that's it there, a very light coating of rust. I'll get them cleaned up later on. Right, so we need to find jaw number 1, which is 3, 2, 1. The chuck jaws have got corresponding numbers on them. See the start of the scroll there, so that goes in number 1 and number 2. And last but not least, number 3. And you should all meet in the middle if you've got it right, which will appear to have. Splendid. This is a really accurate chuck. I'm very pleased with it. It's been good. The original chuck off the lathe, I don't think it was actually the chuck off this lathe. It fitted it, but it was in poor condition compared to the rest of the lathe. I think somebody's been doing a little bit of swapping around. So I've got a decent size bit of bar here to play with. I'm not sure what sort of material it is. It's the sort of material you find in somebody's skip and you get given, so you just use it. do anything, I get it into the newest ones I made. No. We'll have to go in the next one's in, I think. Yep. In there like that. It's already got a hole in the centre there, which probably is in the centre. I'm saying that it's got the wobblies a little bit, so we'll try tapping it around so that hole will run through, just so I can put a centre in, because there's an awful lot of metal to take off here and it does need to be supported. Right, I can see the hole isn't in the middle, so the end of the bar is not square by a long stretch. See, I'm not sure what sort of material this is and how it's going to machine, but try and clean up that centre. I've got a really stiff centre drill here. Right, so we've got it running through now, so we can put some support in. Not ideal, but I'm sure it'll do the job. This needs to go down to 46. For a length of 40mm, that's quite a lot to come off it. Just make sure that the centre's going to. We'll have to go down the gearbox a bit and put a bit of torque on this, I think. This bit of bar's got the stainless steel look about it. See, I'm not sure what it is, it's caught in the skip before it's got to do, it'll be fine. It's not stainless anyway. But it's more than mild steel. It's absolutely horrible, that. Change the feed rate a little bit. Better. All I did there was speed up the feed rate and it's breaking the chips like it's supposed to. That's one of those chicken cherry turning tools. Less than a pound each here. To do the job. I've moved things up in here, put a different tool in. Stringy bastard put a nice chamfer on the two sharp ends. Looks better and it's a lot safer as well. Right, this now gets turned around and there's a counterbolt to go in there. This is an 1.5" drill, and I'm using that because I haven't got into a 3/4 drill. Taking a real big cut out. That's when it gets dangerous, really, really dangerous. Horrible bastard stuff. I don't know what sort of material it is, but I wish I left the bastard in the skip. It's got to be ideal for what it's got to do, because Christ, it's tough. It would build up around the tool. Horrible bastard thing. Just about 60mm. That's a 1mm cut, 1mm per side, so that'll take 2mm out of it. As the wheel gets bigger, it's easier to control the chips because they've got more room to come out. Here when it's starting to fill up with swarf on the tool. I need to put an 18mm hole straight through there. So the first thing to do is find the centre of the shaft, then find the end, mark the position of the hole. And it just touches, and that will stop moving, and then when it kicks off, we'll know that that's just gone past. Right, go it again. Right, stop moving there. So we zero the y-axis at that, goes to the other side, do exactly the same thing, stops moving, then kicks off there. So you get to half the y-axis. Just doing very quickly and easy on a readout like that. Bring that into 0. Right, we're now dead in the centre. Lock that off. Find the end. Exactly the same way. Stops moving. Kicks off. We can zero the x-axis. That pin's 10mm thick, so if we wind in 5mm, right, 5mm, So now the machine's dead in the centre and it's dead on the end of there. And the hole centre from the end of there to the centre of the hole is the 18mm. So dial in the 18mm. 18. I'm going to lock the table off at that because it's going to quite a big hole to drill. I've got a real good hole. I've got a clamp right inside with a piece of copper on the clamp. I've really got it, and I'll probably end up putting one on the end of there as well. It certainly looks like it's in the middle. It does no harm at all to measure twice and cut once. Put a little drill straight through first, actually that's a 4.5. This happened to be handy. This is a bit of good material, this as well. It's going to break into a hole. There's a hole all the way through it. That centre bit where that hole is absolutely horrible. I'll let you know what sort of material this is. It's not doing it anymore. This is an 18mm milling cutter, which will take the hole out dead to size. I use an 11/16 drill, which is the nearest thing I had to 18. But this seems to be doing the job quite nicely. I don't know how accurate he wants these holes, but if I make it 18, that's 18, isn't it? Then we'll simply go in 5 to put it on the edge, and then I think it's 31 for the depth of the hole. So we'll go in 5, and that puts us right on the edge. We'll check the drawing again. 31.5, 31.5 from the edge. .5. Now put a centre drill mark in there. This one's a 20mm hole through both sides. I might take this on to my friend who's got a nice big radial arm drill or a real big milling machine, get him to do it. I might. Spot on, 31.5. Right, what I've decided to do is put a long thin drill through here, square through the clamping bar as well, through the bottom of this piece, and it'll end up into a T-stud groove, so I've got a hole all the way through, and then I can do one side, turn it and do the other side. I think that's kind of the best way for me to do it. But I'm drilling through the clamp bar and through the job as well, all in one go, just to keep it all nicely in line. This piece. Lined up one. Right, so that's through now. Got a 20mm milling cutter here, which should put a nice 20mm hole in there without too much drama. I put a 19mm on a 3/4 inch. Drill hole through first. I'm sure to turn it over and line it up quite accurately because we can use that hole to register it on. Right, one more hole to drill and that's a horrible bastard thing done. And that's the pile of swarf. I got just bored of the hole because I couldn't get the chips to break. That's absolutely horrible, that. Nasty stuff.